What is happening, gamers? This is Bradley here, and today we're going to be running through some Nintendo news. So first up is that Aonuma got to talking about the multiplayer aspect for the next original Zelda game for the Wii U. So basically, in terms of multiplayer, don't expect you and a friend fighting alongside each other to save Zelda like 4 swords or something. Sounds like that's not what's going to be happening. So Aonuma believes the one link idea works for Zelda, but that doesn't mean they won't be incorporating any type of multiplayer aspect. For example, with Wind Waker HD, they're using the Tingle Bottle, which makes it still feel like a one link experience, but you can also feel the presence of other players. And that's the same type of idea that they want to use for the next original Zelda game for the Wii U. So hopefully they'll come out with some more neat ideas that are like the Tingle Bottle in terms of multiplayer, but don't expect a friend fighting alongside you in the game. In other news though, is that for all those people who have been waiting for the DLC for Injustice Gods Among Us to be released on the Wii U version, well, wait no more, because all that DLC is now available for you to download, which includes all the different character skins and playable characters like Zod, Lobo, and Batgirl. So that's good news for people who have been waiting for the DLC. And in other good DLC news is that Warner Bros. Interactive has confirmed that the Deathstroke DLC will be available for the Wii U version of Batman Arkham Origins. So if you've been holding off on pre-ordering the Wii U version because of this, maybe this will help persuade you now. Now, if you're one of those fans who have been clamoring for Nintendo to end region locking, considering that the 3DS and the Wii U can't play games from other regions, well, Nintendo has commented on this whole situation and stated that they have no plans to end region locking. And apparently why Nintendo has region blocking is because of parental controls in complying with regional standards and ratings. Now, I'm not one to actually import games, considering I've never actually imported a game, so I don't really mind if Nintendo doesn't end region locking. But Nintendo is apparently trying to release more third-party Japanese titles outside of Japan, but not all the Japanese games get released, which is why people want the end of region locking. But the end of region locking is probably not going to be ending anytime soon. Nintendo has no plans to do it. And I have a feeling that Nintendo won't end region locking for the 3DS and the Wii U, maybe for their next generation of platforms, but not for these two. And in other news, that a couple new 3DS eShop games were announced during a Choto Nintendo Direct for Japan, so these are Japanese games. The first one is the third entry in the Denpamin series. Woot woot. So in Denpamin 3, you'll be able to build little houses for your little Denpamin and even be able to capture monsters and let them fight for you, which is a neat little addition. And the game is going to be coming out on August 7th in Japan. And I do have a feeling that this will be a game that will get localized outside of Japan, considering Denpamin 1 and 2 have been localized outside of Japan. And the next game that was announced was a new Chibi Robo game, and it takes advantage of the camera functions of the 3DS system. So with this game, you'll be able to snap pictures of real-life objects and collect them in the game, and there are various mini-games too. And there's no word about this game getting localized outside of Japan. There have been Chibi Robo games that have been released outside of Japan, so maybe this one will too. But that will bring us to the end of the news, and you can stay tuned for the next episode of Blast from the Nintendo Past, where I'll be reviewing Star Tropics. So yeah, I'll talk to you later in the next video, guys. Bye!